Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Happy Saturday to everybody. Happy Saturday to you guys. I hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Y'all, please come on in. Come in. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button for your girl. And if you are catching this on the replay, thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button as well. Make sure you have your notification bell on so you can keep up when your girl goes live. That part right there. Y'all know we have to wait for that good old 10-minute mark. So I will be right back. Come on in. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy Saturday, y'all. Happy Saturday, everybody. Is it working? Hello. Lord, I be struck. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy Saturday to everybody. Thank y'all so much for popping in and joining the live. I see y'all. I see y'all. Please come on in, hit that good like, share, and subscribe button for your girl. As always, hey Miss Faith, I appreciate you so much. Good afternoon. I was about to say good morning. Well, good afternoon to you. She says, good morning, everyone. Miss Sexy Diva, good morning, my mod. Miss Denise, my mod. Good morning to y'all. How y'all doing? Well, good afternoon. Wherever y'all at, morning, afternoon. Um, one, we hear you. Thank you, Miss Faith. She says, good morning, Miss Denise. Yes, that part. How y'all doing today? Whew, child. I slept good last night, y'all. Mm, but I went to sleep with some pain, like I was having the flu or something, y'all. But anyway, I feel much better today. I do feel so much better today. Again, thank y'all for popping in up in here. Now, that part, yes. I think Miss Marie might be at church. But anyway, we here. I'm grandkids free today, girl. I know that's a lie. Well, Miss Denise, what you done did with them babies? Child, I tell you, I just got finished. I had to pre-register for my doctor's appointment on Thursday. I had to go see my oncology, so that's what was doing before I popped on up here. Yes, y'all. Trying to do something. Okay. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. But anyway, and anywho, and anyhow, y'all, let's get on into this little mess right here. Let's get into it. I'm trying to get my lives out of the way because I doubt seriously if I pop on Monday at all. So yeah, I'm trying to get my lives at least two in today. So I don't have to worry about that. Hey, Miss Candy, how are you? She says, hey, G in chat. Good morning, afternoon, slash, whatever this here good day be, whatever the day be. Hey, Miss Denise, how you doing?
Hey, hey, hey. Girl,
I meant Miss Hattie.
I let
I meant
I
Miss
let them
Hattie,
go to
mate.
their mama today.
You what?
I let them go to their mama's house today. And she called and said, I want my little because I had the little baby, the sweet baby. And she called this morning. So I want I come to get my daughter. I said, okay. I'm coming to get sweet baby, okay. Baby and sweet baby was gone. To my nanny, I'll talk to you later, nanny, okay? I got to go be with mommy. I say bye
Oh,
bye.
okay,
She's
then.
so
Well,
gone.
enjoy your day. Enjoy your day, babe. I see you on another day. That part right there.
Thank you. Yeah, she told me I gotta go spend time with my mommy. I said, okay. And I want you to go spend time with your mommy.
Absolutely. Well, let's get on into the mess, y'all. Y'all know
Let's
about
do it.
Chris Brown, Miss Chris Brown, y'all. Lord bless his heart, y'all. Chris Brown had a little court the other day, y'all. The people didn't let Chris Brown out. No way, no how. They said, nah, we're not about to let you go free, partner, because, see, you might be a flight risk. We've been sitting over here waiting for you to bring yourself back over here. So now that we have you, we're going to hold you. Your court date will be June the 13th. So you're going to have to sit here with this orange on and eat this here. What they feed the people, peanut butter, jelly, or whatever they feed them. You know, it ain't gonna be that lifestyle that you used to. I said, Lord, Chris Brown,
I
why
don't
you
know
go back
why.
over there?
Why he went back over there?
Why
He
you
should have
go back
never.
over
He
there?
can't ever go back over there. He should have known that.
Child, they were sitting there waiting for him. They were waiting for him, and the people found out that he was in town for a tour, y'all. That's what it was, and they went over there at 2 o'clock Thursday morning, 2 a.m. on a Thursday morning, and said, "Let's go, partner." Don't ask no questions because you know what this is about. So they captured him, and that's where he sit right now today. That part. Hey, Miss Elisa, she says, hello, everyone. Please hit the like button and share the video, please, and subscribe to the channel. Please. Thank you so much for that. Miss Candace says, what's their age ranges at Miss Denise, your grandbabies? She said, man, they are messing up his tour schedule. Yep, Miss Sexy Diva said they better let him go free because she got some tickets, y'all, and she
Oh
trying
yeah,
to
he
get
gonna
over
start a
there.
ride.
She
Start
want
a
him to
ride. They
come
better
back.
let it go.
Miss Candy says, what's your grandbaby's age, Miss Denise?
The ones that I be having here is 3, is actually 3, 5, and 6. 3, 5.
Child.
That 3-year old stays up under me. Everybody say she my twin. Cause this morning we was up. When I tell you, me and that baby was up 3 something this morning clowning, and I was doing something. And she say, "Nanny, be quiet. I'm on my live. I'm on the phone." I say, "You gotta get off this phone 3 in the morning, girl. Leave me alone."
No,
She
not
said,
on her
"I'm on my
line.
live." I don't even know what
Ooh.
live she would call herself on. She was on her tablet. And then she talking
Mm.
about, "Be quiet, Nanny. I'm on my live." I said,
Uh-huh.
"Bye."
Okay then. Miss Candy says sweet ages. Yes, that is some sweet ages, child. She got some good old patience because I ain't about to be keeping no three nobody kids at this day important time. I ain't about to one can't do it, y'all. I ain't got the patience no more. No way. Cause see, I'm so used to being by myself, and when I get into my car and I get ready to leave, cause see, I might mess around and leave the cheerings in the car, cause I ain't used to nobody being in here with me, girl. I don't be nope. I ain't trying to have that. I don't want to be doing none of that. So, they gotta be big and sitting up here in the front seat, back seat, so I can see your head and all that kind of stuff. That part right there. Miss Faye says, "I'm with you, G child. I tell them with the quickest, baby. My babies is grown. To the people, y'all don't know how long the girl waited and all of the sacrifice that was made
Mhm.
to get them
That
to the
part.
point that they are. So, see, I'm. You can call me Stella. Y'all go ahead and call me Stella now. But that's what I tell them.
She
Child,
said,
your
"Stuck, I
grandma
go get her
is
groove back."
grandma Stella, baby. Nah, that part right there. Mrs. Lisa says, please pray for the people in St. Louis. My mom in, yeah, I guess, let me see. Yeah, y'all, I was telling y'all yesterday about Sonny had ran into that bad tornado. It told like it was bad. She says, my mom, people in St. Louis, my mom-in-law is there, but she is fine. Well, thank God for that. That's a blessing. Miss Candy says, not leave the baby in the car. Yeah, girl, I probably leave the children in the car.
Yeah, I ain't gonna even
Don't touch
lie.
my
When my third son, when he was small, and he was always so quiet, and everybody I used to always leave him behind. Me, everybody that was in the house, we was so busy running out. He was so quiet. When we go back and look, my little sister would say, "Y'all, we left Tim in the house." We get down the street, come back, had to fly. He's still sitting in front of the TV where we left him in the
Nah,
chair.
but y'all know how them people be leaving them kids in the car, and I can understand y'all for real, for real. I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that. I don't be keeping people kids like that. My kids that I do have, I mean, they big enough. They making some noise. I know they can open the door when I open it. These small kids, I don't do that. Thank you, Miss Sexy Diva. She says tap that like button, please, and join the channel. It's a G thing over here. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, child. I'm no. Y'all know people be leaving them kids in the car and it's hot and stuff. I don't know what they be thinking about, but y'all seen it on the news how the kids be left up there in the cars. I'm just saying, and the dogs and all of that, child. Just me. So when I put that joke in park, I'm gonna, turn it off and get on out and do what I got to do, and that's it. That's it. That's
That's
all.
it. That's all.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Moving forward, y'all. Justin Bieber. Y'all, my heart still goes out to Justin Bieber. So, it was saying that the people have reached out to his team, has put a and they was asking him, "Do you know was Justin Bieber at the Diddy parties?" Well, the managers are saying that Justin Bieber was not at the Diddy party, y'all. But people are saying the people walking around there with the Diddy party with these masks and stuff on. They probably got it up there to their eyelids and stuff. So I don't know about that, y'all. But that's what the people say. That he was not there at the party. So we're gonna see what happened. And also, y'all, they said Justin Bieber, um, a billion. Y'all heard what I said? Billionaire. He broke y'all. Y'all imagine that? Child,
Mm.
wait, what? Yeah, they said Justin Bieber was a billionaire. Now, his manager, Scooter, I think his name Scooter Brown, Scooter, somebody like that. Anyway, y'all, that was Scooter saying, y'all said Justin done blew through all the money, y'all. Blew through the billions, y'all. That part right there, I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Child, they said, now Scooter gone to Asia, y'all. Scooter done just right. Scooter said, let me go now. But you know what I think? I think that the people already know that, Scooter been dipping in some money and doing some things behind Justin Bieber's back because, he looked like he got the weight of the world on his shoulder. So Justin was probably signing off and doing a little this and doing a little that and never knew what was going on with his money until now. Yeah, the billionaire Justin Bieber is broken, and all of the above. But they the people saying he's still married, he still has his wife or whatever. But yeah, the manager been gone, y'all. He done left him. I said, Lord, why he do that? Yeah, he gone. Miss Candy says Justin Bieber says he was never assaulted. Ooh, Miss Candy. Miss Candy, what you think about that? And we the people knowing that we know a little bit different. He done suppressed it down that much that he don't. Child, I don't know. Hey, Miss Ebony, she said, good morning, everyone. Hey, and welcome. Miss Elisa says, please, this world has gone crazy because I told all the ones that is upset with Miss Shirley to get, girl, what Miss Shirley? Who is Miss Shirley? Miss Shirley to get some counseling or therapy. Miss Elisa, who you talking about, girl? Miss Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Denise, you know
I'm
who
gonna
she
go look. I don't know. I'm for the look. Hold on.
I don't know who Miss Shirley is, but yeah, y'all, a billionaire, y'all. I tell y'all, and he trying to figure out right now what to do, which way to go, and all of the above. Because y'all, let's just keep it a buck. The music industry is just not like what it used to be. It's not, y'all. So he's up trying to figure out probably what he gonna do, which way he gonna go, and all of that. But see, I'm gonna have to go and find Scooter.
So
Scooter,
he done ran out. He done ran out. He done ran off with the boys' money.
Scooter gone.
He done ran off with that boy's money. I
Yeah,
can't believe that. But then you know
yeah,
what? That's what they do now. That's what they do now. When you get famous and you start hiring an accountant and all that, it's best that you learn. That's what my deal say. It's best to learn the deed in the
yeah.
business before you
Don't
gonna
be
be
out there
broke.
doing all that shopping. Pay attention. Yeah, but that's what they
Yeah,
saying going on
I
with
should have
Justin
took
right
that
now.
advice.
He still look like he got the weight of the world on his shoulder, and they said something about he had that palsy thing stuff. You know what, your face sags or something that can make you look like you had a stroke. My niece had that
Hmm.
happen to her a couple of times, but they said that's what Justin had been dealing with that as well. So I'm like, all these people that's in the music industry and supposed to be so rich and famous, they probably like me trying to make it, y'all, just trying to survive. A lot of these people still probably living above their means and all of that, these mansions and all of that stuff. Child, just the light bill in these mansions alone would be way too much for me. I'd be like, I ain't about to
Hmm.
do it. Miss Kenny says Justin was never a billionaire, though I always heard he was around 300 to $400 million. Well, child, I don't know when the last you seen that, but that's what the word was, child. And Scooter gone. Miss Elisa says, whoever looked at the little baby in that, this thing is jumping, in that way need help. She is doing a dance. Miss Elisa,
Oh, they talking about Miss Shirley, the little baby girl that be doing where them fans at boots on ground, Miss Shirley.
oh, oh. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Miss Candace says Justin made his money from touring, and due to his mental and physical health, he has not been able to tour. Absolutely. Miss Faye says that
Hmm.
Elisa, that red dress too much. Child, I'm going to go check out what y'all looking at. Miss Elisa says that can happen to anyone. Yes, it can. Miss Candace says Taylor Swift could not stand Scooter and said he was shisty. Yeah, a lot of people saying Bell's palsy. Thank you, Miss Candace, for that. Yeah, but that's what they said he was, have been dealing with, and a lot of people are saying that's what Scooter do to the people. Yeah, Scooter hit him in the head, and Scooter gone. Miss Candace says he had something else similar to Bell's palsy. Okay, but yeah, he has got some health issues going
Okay,
on.
but sis, why didn't they background check Scooter?
Child, I don't
Well,
know.
I just know that they just didn't turn their money over to this man.
Child, Scooter could have been. They thought Scooter was gonna be there for him, girl. I guess. I guess that's what the people thought, y'all. Child, it's a mess. It's a mess out here. Gone. Miss Sex V says, ring that doorbell, hit that like button, say hello, thank you, please, and thank you. Y'all hit the like button.
Girl,
Whatever you in. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Miss.
Scooter done gone to the Bahamas. Scooter done gone to the Bahamas. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
tell
Scooter.
nobody.
The people said Scooter said there ain't nobody gonna come and look for him. So yeah, Scooter done he left. Scooter got the money, saw how things was headed and which way it was going, and he said, "Let me. It's time for me to roll out." And that's what Scooter did, y'all. Scooter gone. Scooter is gone, gone. That part right there, Justin. Go. You put the people out there to look for Scooter, and however many millions you got left, get the people. Go get Scooter. Bring back over here and sit down to the table, and say, "Scooter, where my money?" And five,
Mm-hmm.
4, 3, 2, click, click. You
So
know what that click clicks now? You better bring me my money. No, I'm not about letting the Scooter just run away with my
you
money.
don't even get to the one. You just hit it at two.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
I'm
wrong for
clicking it
that one,
too.
girl.
No, Miss Hattie, I'm clicking that too. Cause when I click the pop out at two, Scooter know what I'm talking about. Now I'm gonna need some answers, Scooter. That's what I'm gonna need. I'm
Where's
gonna need
my
some
money?
answers. Yeah, that part right there. Miss Faith says they said Justin sold all his stuff and got millions. Well, child, I hope he can and it's enough to carry him through. Cause yeah, y'all, the music industry is just not like what it used to be.
Oh,
Child,
it's shady.
yeah, it
It's
is
shady,
shady
boo.
because this internet, the stuff is stopped a lot of stuff. People finding out other ways, and you can do it this way. Child, it's a mess out there in these industries, jobs and things, y'all. It is rough.
Yeah,
Yes,
you can do your own stuff now.
yeah, absolutely. Um, Miss Elise says, please. She has a mother and father. She doesn't need the world to give their opinion. Mr. Lisa, you must be
Mm-hmm.
in your own world or something because you talking about something totally different from what I'm talking about. I'm trying to catch it, but I don't know what you got going on. Miss Faith says they said Justin sold. Okay, all his stuff got million. Miss Candace says Justin nor his mother were very educated as well as the industry. He could sift off of his money in several ways and just to never catch it. Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Miss Faye says, I will not be letting all those men holding my baby. Okay. Miss Candy says, as far as that mute as the music industry. Yeah, it just kind of
Mm-hmm.
who to pick that up. You can pick that up real quickly. And, he probably picked it up. And, of course, the pretend and the make like and all of that. So now it's looking like it's going to be a whole hot mess out there. That part right there, y'all, a mess. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Yeah, the people be saying, where my money at? Y'all remember Angie Stone and all of that? Um, I don't know who she talking to. Do you know what he is to her? I guess. But anyway, moving forward, y'all. We got Shannon Shop out there, y'all. Shannon Shop is out here telling the people, he appreciate the people that love him. He love the people that love him. Shannon Sharp let the people know, he just ain't doing too good these days, y'all. Y'all know the girl asked for the $50 million. That's right, 50 million, 50. Well, at that time, Shannon had on the table 100 million. Child, the people have done left Shannon Sharp. He done lost the job at ESPN, a Boost Mobile advertisement, scoring. Y'all take that off, put the P on. Advertisement. He did offer the girl $10 million. She said no. So where he gonna give her this 50 million from, y'all? I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting for the people to tell me where Shannon Sharp gonna get this 50 million from. To see, brother, you came out here on the streets and you was talking all that talk. hmm Y'all just don't like us colored girls. Y'all always got to go over there and get the other people when you get that money. Y'all forget all about us. I don't understand why y'all be doing that. Child, I cannot. Uh,
Mm-mm. Sexy Divas close. I'm sorry, Miss Mama.
But
Hold on, sis. Sis, Sexy Divas close the doors. Cause I see now that they don't want to hit the like button, and these lights need to be matching what we watching. And yeah, close to those because they act like they don't want to hit the light. Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
sis. I got your back.
Child, I tell you, stop putting your trams on her and get some therapy. Miss Sexy Diva says, I need y'all to pop out and hit the like button before Miss Denise closed them doors. That's right. Y'all hit the like button, please, and thank you so much. I mean, if you got up, you took time, if your phone was off, you turned it on, you see that I'm live, you popped in.
Okay.
And when you popped in, all you had to do was just hit the button. You could
Hold
stay
on,
or
sis.
leave.
Hold on, sis. I got to make a public service announcement because I see something. Miss
Mhm.
Alicia Murray. Nobody is on here talking about Miss Shirley. I don't know what's going on, what you're talking about. We know that's a little baby. The thumbnail, what my sisters up here talking about, we on the thumbnail. The thumbnail says Portia, Justin Bieber, Chris Brown, Shannon Sharp. Nobody in here talking about Miss Shirley. Don't know what you're talking about. We don't even know who you're talking to. So please just let us follow the script, follow the guidelines, and nobody in here would never diss a little baby. So
Yeah,
okay,
Miss Elisa, you over there, you must be on another live or something, because
she got to be.
I'm lost and confused with what you got going on and who you talking to and what you talking about. Um,
Mm-mm.
yeah, Miss Candy. They said Scooter is now in Asia. He went to Asia. She be waiting for that. No one has talked to her mom or father about that baby. Child, Miss Alicia, I'm gonna let you have your conversation. I might just be skipping your what you putting because I'm not even talking about any of that. Like Miss Denise just said, Miss Candy says actually Shannon had not signed that $100 million contract, and they have what's that rescinded it. She ain't worth a 50 million. Cassie on the other. Oh, Cassie on got 20 million and she went through way more. Absolutely. I totally agree with that, Miss Candy. But I was saying like, he was offered or it was on the table or whatever. But now, like you said, it's no longer on the table. So, apparently it's being said like, he ain't got it. Y'all know what Tasha K say. I ain't got it. Nah, it is what it
Right,
is. He just ain't got
right.
it. Where you gonna get it from? I have no idea, shoot. So you should have took that 10 million. I mean, you can live a decent, good life off of $10 million. You can buy you a little mansion with one or whatever, two, however. You still got 8 million to the good. Take another million
Hold
and
on,
invest
sis.
in something. Hmm.
Hold on, it says, well, according to Chris Brown and what's that boy name? I think it was Ace Hood or whatever. They say they work too no J Cole when they talk about they work too hard to be balling on the budget.
Mm.
Y'all better get on the budget. That's all I'm about to say. Get on the budget. Y'all
Yes.
millionaires, y'all better get on the budget because that money ain't money like it used to be.
Mm.
Just say. Shit, y'all better get
Absolutely.
them
I
acting
totally agree.
classes. Y'all better take that money, invest in your own company, and get out of that world or create your own world.
Mm-hmm. Miss
You let
Candy, if
somebody.
I was you, if you was that girl, Miss Candy, if he would have offered you that 10 million, wouldn't you have taken that 10 million? I took that 10 million, came back later on and said, I want the rest of my money. I'm gonna need the other 40. Can I get my other 40? If you don't give me my other 40, we're gonna have to go, see the people. But I do have this 10 million to the good. I'm just saying. I mean, I would have went that route. Miss Logical One, hello and welcome. She says, hey G and everyone. I'm watching from the bushes today, but I pressed the like button. Thank you so much, Miss Logical One. I appreciate you every day. Miss Elisa says, please hit the like button and share the video. Miss Sexy Diva says, thank you at Logical One. Elisa says, please hit the like button, share the video, please, and subscribe to the channel. Candace says, he was only worth 14 million. Child, well, Miss Candy, if he'd have peeled off the 10, he only got 4 left. Y'all, I'm laughing at him because he needs to be laughed at. Laughed at. Now you want to get on somebody's platform and sing that wah 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 wah. Nobody don't want to hear that.
Ooh,
What he say?
yeah, that's true.
What he say? He wanted to date his wage, not his age. Is that what he said?
Ooh,
Shannon Sharp.
first of all, he in trouble.
Yeah,
He in
he is.
trouble. He
He
can't
said
date nothing.
he said he didn't want to date his wage. Um, yeah, I think that's how
No,
it
he
was.
didn't want to date his age.
He wanted to date his wage. It was on some
Not
level
his
like that.
age.
It went some kind of way like that.
Well, his age bracket ain't what he's seeing. He's seeing them little babies because he's scared of a woman. He messing with them
Evidently.
women that he can. Yeah, he's scared of a real woman that's gonna be there. I mean, go there with him. He wants them little children that he can dominate.
I think that's what a lot of them problems is. They probably be like them black women. They about not to be taken. No, they ain't about to let me get away. All in your
Right.
butt, boy. I wished I would. Child, a black female ain't about to be doing all of that kind of stuff. Miss Faith says she will not get the 10 million. Now he is going file bankruptcy. Say it again for the people in the back, Miss Faith. Thank you for that. Miss Sexy Diva says he running around with a broke down clear girl. Thank you,
For real.
absolutely. Miss Candy says, I'm not sure, G. We all have to help each other, and he is lost. Well, he was lost. He been lost a long time. Miss Elisa, that ain't our fault.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Gonna be
listening
out
to
there, in
nothing
the,
nobody had to say.
but now he want to be in the streets with us and do line dances. You wasn't seen with us before doing no
Mm-hmm.
line dance. Get yourself
Mm-hmm.
on.
Mm-hmm. That part right
Sorry,
there. Not sorry.
sorry. We go throw him back in the ocean. We don't want him.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He can run free. Miss Candace says this is clearly a shakedown. She invited him back to her place and got much of these recordings. Well, again, he should have been prepared for that. If they had said little altercation or whatever going on, just say no. That's all he had to
But then
say. Yes, no.
But then you gotta also that him. I don't feel no ways tired about him because you know the industry that you in. You know the situation that they're right now doing a whole lot of shakedown. Everybody getting set up. Everybody getting recorded. You didn't realize that, bro? Stop.
Absolutely. I totally agree. Miss Kenny says, I hope personally she gets nothing. I don't think you should make money off of sin. Just my opinion. And you are entitled to that. And thank you for that as well. Miss Candy also says yes, he wants to date his wage, which means she has to be making what he is making. Well, child, that won't true.
Oh,
That was not true. Miss Sexy Diva
uh,
says that Alicia, she says we don't feel no ways about that Shannon freak nasty self.
uh-huh.
Woo, Miss that says the Diva has called them all the way nasty. Thank you. That part, Miss Lisa says, but he think it is a joke until he gets those what is that? Pockets.
Yeah,
Pockets.
till you get his pockets hit.
Child, I tell you. Well, that's what it get, y'all. It is what it is. At this point, he gonna be broke down, broke,
Mhm.
and ain't a
But
a
but
sister ain't to get with you now, partner. No,
uh-uh.
sister
but
ain't gonna go
sexy,
through.
but for real, sexy diva. Ain't nobody more nastier than Puffy. You heard about the baby
Ooh,
oil bath. Baby,
ooh,
baby oil. I can't even think about baby oil right now no more because of what I heard in
child.
that courtroom.
Ooh, child, I
Girl.
tell you. Miss Sexy David says he knew she was on OnlyFans. He didn't care, so why do we?
Because
And we don't care. Miss Elisa said, "Get that money." But where she gonna get it from? Our way.
for real. Cause he
Our
ain't
way.
packing like that. I truly don't believe his wages is that high anymore. Anymore. He done lost a lot of deals too.
What y'all think about how these people are looking like mostly men that has been coming out and they just sabotaging their own life, just tear it all to pieces. They don't care. I think they crazy, y'all. That's it. That's all.
Ah,
Miss
they
Alicia,
are
he
crazy.
gonna run back like OJ. Not OJ. Child, I cannot. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Well, child, moving forward, we can come back and visit. What we done discussed. But y'all, let's get on over here to the Porsche, y'all. Lord, child, I heard Tasha K talking about this. Shout out to Tasha K. Woo woo, child, Porsche, y'all. When I tell y'all, Porsche better go somewhere and set her tail down, y'all. Porsche better go somewhere and sit down, y'all. The people said. Portia and some of the girls y'all have went back over there to Nigeria. Y'all heard what I said, and allegedly, uh Portia was the one that called the people on Goobody. Y'all heard what I said? They saying that it was Portia, y'all. Cause Portia wanted to film and do what she wanted to do and all of that. Well, Goodbody's still over there with the cold people. And he said, stop the payments. Y'all heard what I said? He don't care. Let it all go. Let it go. Now, that's what Goodbody said. Now he's still in lockup. Child, while he in lockup, Portia over yonder in Nigeria again, y'all. Y'all heard what I just said? Portia has now met. Y'all put on your security bag or whatever y'all gonna need. It is said that current Portia has ran into a current president of Nigeria, y'all. Y'all heard what I said. A whole president. It said that the man is old, but he sent for Portia, y'all. He sent for her. That part right there. The man is married, y'all. Him and his said wife been together. This the second one. For 50 years, y'all. So good Lord, Portia.
She
Child, I
got a
tell
type.
you, child,
She got
Portia
a
is
type.
crazy. Yes, apparently, Charlie said that the man, his name is Bola Amin Tenabu, and he's aka known as Bat, BAT, because his name is Ebola Amin Tenabu. That's his name, y'all. Yes, y'all, they said the man settled for $3.4 billion. They received during COVID. Yep. Portia over yonder, y'all. Portia went back over yonder. Portia is thinking that the lady is old. I'm about to boot her out of the way. I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna have me a mansion. Child. Portia, you gonna mess around and come up missing. Portia gonna come up missing, y'all. Chasing these men over there, way over there, y'all. That's what's gonna happen to her. Child, I said, what in the world wrong with that girl right there? Child, the people calling Portia nasty, disgusting, and
Mm.
stuff. I said, oh my goodness, Portia.
What's wrong with her? Now they
What
can't
you
make no excuse for her this time though, sis. The last time
mm,
they made excuses for her dealing with that Simon man. But now you can't make no excuse for her now. She know this man is married. And you going after this man and he's married. Come on, Portia, leave these married. Oh, I can't stand a side skank. I
not
can't.
a side skank, not a side skank.
Did I say it?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
had
said
it
the
for the
five
act up
scan.
today.
Miss Sexy Diva to my get money portion. Miss Candy says Shannon makes good money on Club Shay Shay. He is still reporting on ESPN. Well, shout out to Club Shay Shay. I hope it continue to ride and can help Shannon out because it's looking like he gonna need all the help he can get.
If
Miss
he can
Alicia
get.
says so. If you think you going to do dirt and none, I'd going to come back. She knows better. Miss Candy says Portia's dying to get work. Child, this man got to be old, y'all. He's married to his second wife for 50 years, y'all. Child, Portia over there taking pictures in these here pretty dress, y'all. Pretty, but she tagged it that. That's because of the man name, Bola. Emmett Tenaboo. Girl, I be tired time I got things saying the man name. Child, that's what Portia over there doing, y'all. Portia done think she done landed another man, y'all. She posting pictures and stuff. Y'all get on over there and look at Portia, y'all. She's a pretty girl, but then too, they talking about her and Shamia. I think Portia and Shamia's biggest problem is they are in they like they ain't gonna be able to get along because they so jealous like of each other for whatever the reason is. And all that stuff they got going on. Portia done sent out a message to Shamia. Don't be talking about what her mama name? What that girl mama name? Anyway, don't be talking about her mom. Portia about to be ready to put hands on Shamia, y'all. She made a public announcement. Don't put it out there for I don't know what Shamia gonna do with it, y'all. But that's what the word
You
is.
better watch out. Portia is known for putting them paws on folks.
Child,
Right
that's what
on the
the
set.
people say. That's what they said, girl. I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Mm. But to me, y'all, it's looking like Portia is saying, if what the people think or say about me, Portia is saying that she is going to get it At whatever means, however she got to get it, she gonna get it, y'all. Now, will Portia be able to save this mansion? I don't know. I don't know if she want to, because I think it's in us Goombadi's name. So I don't know if she's gonna want to keep this mansion that they had, or try to get her another one and outdo Shamia's mansion. And child, it's just a whole outdo mess down there. Them girls down in Atlanta is rough, y'all. They kind of sound like some old side. Y'all know what they call the girls. Y'all know what they
Oh
call
yeah,
child.
cowgirl.
Yeah. You know that. Yeah, y'all. But they said the
Escort.
man he flew Porsche out there, y'all. Porsche be out there, y'all, down there in Nigeria.
You got to say it the way Martell be saying it. Flued out.
Flew out. Yes, girl. That was my hoe would tell you flew out.
That
Miss
nigga said,
SD. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. That fool said it with such jealousy and envy. Like he was mad because nobody flew him out.
Ooh, girl, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Do you think my hoe wanted to be flued out, girl?
Go back and watch that doggone interview for that reunion and watch how he said that and when he was looking at Carlos King when he said she got flued out. I
Ooh.
thought that to me, I took that as you wanted him somebody to flew you out. Hurry up, somebody go flew
Mm,
him out.
mm, mm,
Let me
mm,
stop
mm.
doing that.
So Miss Denise, y'all down here in the chat, do y'all think that Portia done got the man to write her a check already?
To pay what bills though? Portia, but you know what? She high class. She can she you ain't gonna be able to tell Portia nothing. Every man right now, if to me, this is just my opinion. I'm not saying this is about this lady for real. This is just my opinion. I take it and gather that all these men, especially over in Nigeria, are meal tickets for her.
Yes, yes. It's like she know where to go to hit them up.
And she want them to stay married so she can send them back where they came from.
Miss Elisa says Portia better come back over here. Those people are ruthless. Girl, I would be scared to death. Miss Sexy Diva says Portia not in Africa. Them old pictures from when her and Faye them Africa. Man can marry how many wives they want. I don't know if she over there now, but Portia's dealing with this here older man right now. She ain't worried about Simon. She ain't worried about Dennis. She ain't worried about Drew Raff. She ain't worried about none of these people right here. That's what the people said. Cause let's think back now. Goodbody is from over that way. If this man was a president, now you think she gonna choose the president or Goombody? I think she gonna choose this president. Goombody, you ain't rolling like that, not yet. Portia trying to get what she can get, y'all. Miss Deep says Portia just got her boobs done on her YouTube live. See what I'm talking about, Miss Deep? See what I'm saying? Miss Candy says Portia not even divorced, yet she did not want Dennis to date Drew. Hypocrite. See, Miss Candy, when all of this was going on with the Portia and Drew, I don't think she had met this here president yet. Y'all, the man is a whole president. So Portia was in her feelings. Portia trying to figure it out. Portia said, I cannot let these girls outdo me. I gotta get something done. And I gotta get it popping. That part right there. Miss Elise says, but what goes around come back around. Okay, that is true. Karma is what it's called. But Miss Denise, what you think about Portia, girl? The people said
Portia
that
need
the
to sit.
man
I'm
about to
saying the same
divorce
thing. She needs to go sit up, but down. She be all in her feelings. Like she act like somebody else I know, the weather girl, that feel like can nobody is only her supposed to be doing all this stuff. Only her. All the attention need to be on her, nowhere else. I never did like Portia. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's my confession. I never liked her. Mm-mm.
Portia is sending out to the world that she's a gold digger.
And digging of the gold.
And
That's
I
it.
ain't trying to,
That's all.
I don't care what you call me. Portia has a I don't care mentality. She don't care what the people call her, because as long as her bank account looks good when she wake up in the morning, she ain't worried about y'all people. Say what you will of me. Mm-mm.
Right?
So
Because she be like, y'all ain't paying my bills. I don't care if you like me or not.
yes,
And
because
that's so correct. Portia,
yeah.
that's correct.
And she out there like that, trying to get it however. you got to have that I don't care mentality, and that's it. And that's all. They say these reality TV shows pay some of these people good money, but Portia ain't got that money to hold his house down like that. And then again, if that house is in Goombody's name, why would she want that house? I'm just saying. Like I said, I just think Portia and Shamir is in competition with each other. Probably on the low, could be, could not be. But I think that's their biggest problem. And then the people were talking about it looked like Shamil is shutting Portia down. Shamil trying to be that girl, and it's just a lot. Miss Sexy Diva says tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. Y'all please hit the like button for me, and please and thank you very much. But yeah, y'all, Portia's out there on the loose again. She ain't worried about these people.
She ain't worry about
Y'all,
nothing.
I'd be scared, y'all, if I were her. You messing with them Nigerian men and all of that, child.
They been the day just crazy.
Mm. Well, Miss Denise done threw herself down or something. Y'all, I don't know what she got going on over there. Uh, Miss Sexy Diva says TK be lying, so you can't believe everything she report. Yeah, I saw that little piece up there on the screen that she had, but yeah, I heard that over there with her. That's what she was saying about Portia, y'all. Um,
Some stream yard. Don't start that mess today. You hear
uh,
me?
Yeah, the people, the people be talking about Tasha K be creating and making up some stuff up over yonder, all of that right there. But yeah, but Portia and Shamir, y'all, did y'all know that her Portia mama and Shamir mama used to be like best friends? Don't know what happened that made them fall out with each other, but they ain't friends no more. And Portia and Shamir supposed to be friends for over 20 years. So you gonna let this TV show break up your friendship like that?
Yeah. Know why? Because
Hmm.
Portia can't be trusted for the love of money. When you see that heifer walking down the street, you better be playing that song. Because she ain't got no loyalty, nothing.
None at all.
What? No, you bet. That's why Chris Brown be saying that I ain't loyal. That one right there. That one right there.
You know what they said? It's a dog eat dog world out here, child, and it is. And especially
It
if you're
is.
single, y'all, it is not easy out here. I'm just about to go ahead and tell you, but I'd rather struggle and be to myself than to
Mm-hmm.
get with somebody that be trying to lay their hands on me, possibly
Mm-hmm.
take me out over that said dollar. So it is what it is.
I'm
Mm-mm.
trying to come at you or try to get you to get him a little hot 14 for some nails and stuff. That stuff right there.
Not the. Did you throw the nails out, girl? I know you didn't just throw no nails out here.
I throw the
Ooh,
nails against the wall.
uh-uh.
want, want a little hot 14, little hot summer heat for some nails. No, you're not.
Child. I didn't even get a chance to look at my other show last night. I might look at it later on while I'm waiting. I do have one of my cousins is coming over in town, and we just gonna go down there to the Carolinas probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon, in the morning, or whenever we wake up.
I think I'm a binge watch Married to Medicine from the first three seasons or maybe the first four, and just go back and watch, the craziness
You
because
really
I
want
ain't
to
got
do
nothing
that?
better. Yeah, I rather because the first, second, and third season, maybe the fourth one was when they was just when you go back and watch it, it's there versus that mess now. I ain't gonna lie. It
Mm,
was more interesting back then, and you could see the demise and what was coming about versus now. This they just throwing something together, just throwing like Marceau say, just throwing something against the wall to see what stick.
mm, mm. He need to go somewhere and sit down. Oh, let me read Sexy Diva right quick. Miss Sexy Diva says, "Ain't nobody jealous of Shamia being on the season. Bring up her issue with Portia about a 10-year wedding. Tell all them messy cast members to run back and tell Portia." Wow. Miss Elise says, "Watch Snowfall. It is good." Snowfall? Well, what is Snowfall about? Yeah, they coming out with some good shows, y'all.
Yeah, I
Um,
tried to get into Snowfall before they
did
they
you?
they yeah, and I couldn't get into it.
You didn't care. What is it about?
It's something John Singleton did, but it's based on a if I'm not mistaken, because I heard somebody say it was based on a one of the street people, that was a rug dealer, and stuff like that. But I never too much really watch it, or I couldn't really get into it, so I
I
passed
mean,
on it.
is this like, is it just coming on first season or what?
No, it's the you could go back and watch the season. It's over with now. But
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, it's over with now. But everybody say it was good, but I could never get into it.
Mm. Miss Sexy Diva says every interview she talking about old drama about Portia. Child, it looks like to me, Miss Sexy Diva, that these chicks really don't have a storyline. So she said Snowfall was good. Okay. But yeah, it looked like these people on none of these shows really don't have a storyline where they do have one, but they don't want to talk about that that's really going on. The only person that I can say that I knew was real on a reality show was y'all knew who I'm talking about, the Melody Cherie Rogers, y'all. She just threw her hands up and let it all hang out and said it is what it is, and I don't feel no ways tired about none of it. Because without a test, there is no testimony. So, she went through a lot. And she got a lot to say. That's it. That's all. But the Portia and the Drew and the Shamir and them, Shamil, you got lucky, baby. You got lucky. You better try to hold on to him, sugar. All I know, 'cause you know how the girls be out there now. I hope he's a strong man. That's it. That's all. But shoot, he can go out there if he want to. I ain't about to be leaving though. Mm-mm. And I will continue to live as is,
Hmm.
child. But yeah, they said I think the trial part with Diddy, y'all. I think what's the girl name? Cassie. I think they finished with Cassie, right? They
They
finished
should
up
be,
yesterday.
cause she need to shut on up, cause she just
Yeah.
incriminated herself.
That's what I was trying to tell the people. That is what I've been trying to say. You should have took your money and shut up and went and sat down somewhere. Okay, let's say this, y'all. Cassie is 8.5 months pregnant. The people at the court was saying that the girl could go in labor at any point in time, y'all. All this right here, crying in the stand and all that, crying and carrying on stress. That's stress. Girl, take your money, go on with your husband and have all the babies you want to have and go on about your business. So now, what you telling? You was a part of it with Diddy.
Mm,
You was a
for
part of
real,
it.
cause that's basically what she just said. So you was an accomplice to the BS.
Oh wow. Um, hold on for a second.
Mm.
You keep talking, Mr. Neef.
Okay, Sexy Diva, I am gonna go back and check out Snowfall. So I'm gonna go check it out, see if I can binge watch that and see what's going on. But ain't nothing like that family business, that Carl Weber, baby. You need to get the book and the show. Ooh, that's my song, family business. Okay,
Lord,
Portia lost her. What's it like? Portia lost her storyline when Simon break up. What you say? Break up. Did Shamia is making her storyline about some old stuff. They already worked out. Her husband don't want to be on that show. I believe you.
mm.
Poor baby.
Uh,
Come
who
on,
lost
gone.
what? Who lost something, Miss SSD? What y'all talking about? Child, I tell you when
Portia
you
and probably Portia and Simon.
push and sign.
Portia mind is gone. That's all to it. It ain't no coaching her. Ain't no counseling her, nothing. She gone.
Mm.
She just the way she is and she gonna be that way.
I agree. I think so too. But what y'all think about Marho unsubscribing from Carl Lucifer? Y'all, the people tell me he came out with some little speech talking about he made people what he is. A lot of people been on his shows. He put them on the show, and that's how come they got six figures. And shoot, me, I had them figures
You ain't
before
got no
he
damn
even
sex
came
figure.
along. So that's the first lie. Carlos just get on that whatever y'all to hear himself breathe. I said, Lord have
Mel had
mercy.
six figures before him. So let's be clear. Mel and Martell was already pulling up on from their bootstrings, had their own stuff. They just needed that as a platform to bring them out even more. They didn't necessarily needed him because I truly believe if Bravo would have took on Love and Marriage Huntsville,
Mm-hmm.
or we TV, it would have went larger. It would have been still on.
I can agree with that with you, Miss Denise. It goes back to self sabotaging. I don't know what Carlos' problem is, but he too is unappreciative of the things that God blessed him with. So he don't deserve another TV show. None of that. Miss Candy says now that woman have gotten a glimpse of Shannon. Shamia husband, there will be a woman that will try. Ooh, child.
And she
Yeah,
will try.
child said again. That's the truth, y'all. Y'all know the child. Shamil, you better not leave Portia riding, honey. Cause Portia say she is fine, and she done Miss Sensitive said she had her boobs done the other day. Girl, Portia
Mhm.
ain't thinking about these
Like
people.
Mary J. Blige say, never let another woman cook in your kitchen. And y'all better start listening if you got a man and you want to keep him. Don't let that girl be in that kitchen.
Girl, not in the kid.
Tell her hands on the pot. You stay outside. The kid don't walk in. Matter of fact, stay at the front door. Don't you come up in here.
Wow. Yeah, y'all. Portia is really jealous, especially, how that girl goes up there to her closet, Shamia, the husband had that put into the house and all of that kind of stuff. So it's to be expected for her to be, somewhat jealous of her, and hers just collapsed. It just child. It looked like to me that Gumbadi took on some kind of like he could already had it, controlling. He wanted to control her. But that's what Portia get because she should not never quit her job she had because she married that clown. Girl, you got to stay in it for a little bit to see which way it's gonna go. No, you just throwing your hand, girl. I wouldn't. Mm-mm.
But see, that's what she get because she ran her butt up there, called herself stealing somebody else's man. When y'all around here stealing, know what you stealing. Let's get that clear. Know what the hell you stealing, because what you stealing ain't always a good thing.
Yeah, Lord, yeah. And that goes back to Miss Hattie, always saying, Lord, I wish I were her. You gotta be careful when you say stuff like that because you don't know what her is possibly going through. Miss Candy says Cassie still has an unhelped attachment to Diddy. She really loved him. Stockholm syndrome still at play. She was still in therapy as far back as 2023. She is still being affected. Absolutely. That doesn't go away, y'all. And that is not an easy task. I don't know the situation with her and her husband, but even with him, they said he helped her get away from Diddy. But she should have took that time to heal before she really even got involved with this dude. Because it's a rollover. She took it, she didn't have there's no other way. All that they saying she went through with Diddy, it can't be nothing else but a rollover. So, he's probably catching a lot from her, what she been through. Miss Alisa says they in Holanta, and they have HIV on deck for anyone that wants. Girl, I Miss Alisa ain't messing with you. I am
I
not.
ain't, uh.
Girl, she said they got it on deck, child. I don't
Because
want none of that.
obviously they don't want to protect themselves out here. All this free falling and stuff that they doing. Just these big old one big, cesspool.
Yes, thank you, Miss Stacey Davis. She said the likes are liking. Thank y'all so much
Oh,
for
but let me
popping in. Miss Candy says Cassie also is trying to decipher reality versus when she was on rugs and trying to tease out what was real. She had to get high to perform. Child,
I could believe it. I could believe it.
Miss Hattie, what you think about these men that's willing to lay down with a girl? We have these monthly things that the girls have to deal with. I
They,
just
be-
think that's one of the most disgusting things for a man to want to lay down with some female that's
they
going
better
through that.
learn that. They better learn that word. You ain't even supposed to touch a woman for 7 days while she on that. Sure, that's in the Bible. But they don't. Some folks don't care. They don't care about morals. They don't care about none of that no more. So it just I couldn't do it. I would have to catch that beat down because I couldn't have did it. I couldn't have did it. I would have been walking around with swollen eyes or something because I wouldn't have
Me
done it.
too. That's just
I,
disgusting, and if I feel like, if you can't respect me, I'm surprised he didn't have her to go to the doctor or something to get something to try to make it stop or make her have some kind of surgery or child up under that kind of power with that food. Oh, Lord,
uh-uh.
have mercy. And she's a very pretty girl. She's really pretty though. Shaving her
Hmm.
head, going through this, sleeping with people you don't even know, have no clue where they came from. Child, that's too much for me.
But again, this is something I have been wanting to say all week. We don't know what really happened in those rooms. We wasn't
Mm-hmm.
there. We don't know what was going on through her head. We wasn't there. We can only answer and speak on what we're being shown and give our opinion on it. But being a person who had suffered um AB throughout the years of my life, uh and I'm 51 now. I know it don't go nowhere. I know it just, you can't suppress it for only, you can only suppress it for so long, and then when you explode,
Mm-hmm.
you explode. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
therapy is definitely needed.
Mm.
And it's gonna take a while, but I do agree with you though. She should not have gotten into another relationship. She should have just gave us some time to heal, because what she did was latched on to another man to help her get over the other stuff. But what happens when this man hurt you? You're gonna
Yeah.
have to go find another man to latch on.
Yeah.
So you still not healed.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
It's like trying to take a milk from a baby.
Yeah. It's really bad for Diddy to have been that dark and did all the things that he did to so many people, y'all. It's like them people was worshiping him as if he was God. And it's a possibility he was they God. You know, you trying to get started out here in the music industry. I can take you places you never thought you can go, child. Especially the poverty that some of them people was probably living in. Of course they're gonna
Mhm.
jump on an opportunity like that.
Exactly.
I tell you, um at least says he made her do some outrageous things. Miss Candy says yes, 39,000 people alone are affected with HIV/AIDS in Atlanta alone. Child, that is a lot. Ooh, I tell the people all the time, HIV ain't finna walk up to you and say, "Hey, hello, my name is Judah, and I'm HIV positive." They about to tell y'all that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At
Oh,
all. I mean, they're not gonna tell nobody that. And then you got some that just straight out on purpose wanna,
mhm. Infect
because they
people.
angry, because they
Hmm.
angry, they're gonna go all the way through with it.
Every time I see something like that or hear that, I go back to Leon on the Five Heartbeats. He said the boogeyman didn't warn him. Nobody didn't tell him about the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Now that's just what Leon said. I said, well, it's rough, y'all. Y'all better stay down away from down there in Atlanta trying to find you a man, child. You better go somewhere else. All I know to tell you.
Just stay out of LA. Shoot. Stay out of Atlanta. Stay out of LA. Just stay out of all them little states that y'all think that that these men, cause some of them be looking out like, well, you can't really judge them now, cause they all look masculine, but they really
Mm-hmm.
not. When you ask me that question, what you think about Martell? I'm probably out. What I think about it is, I think CK and Carlos, I mean CK and Martell is having a lovers quarrel right now. I said it,
Mm-hmm.
allegedly. I think that's what boo things do when they mad at each other. You know,
Mm-hmm.
somebody ain't giving them enough attention and affection.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Mm. Can you imagine all the money he spent shopping Martell around from all them different places way
I
back
know
when?
he embarrassed. I know he embarrassed. He embarrassed because what he thought was gonna happen for Martell did not happen, and it
Mm-hmm.
just blew up in his face. So now he embarrassed, and now
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to disassociate himself from them. Yeah, right.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Ain't nobody tell him. But let's be clear. CK, did nobody tell you to bounce that fool around? We told you he wasn't about nothing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Miss Candy says Cassie admits she suffers with recurrent UTIs. Well, Miss Candy, that's not healthy though. Miss Elisa says, but he still didn't tell about anyone else like who did that to him. Miss Candy says she should only wear cotton underwear and keep some yogurt in the refrigerator. Wow, child.
Trying to tell you to get them remedies. You better it'll help you more than going to them doctors talking about penicillin. Can't cure. That's what you be out. You know, my mom and them used to say that all the time. Don't bring me nothing home. Penicillin can't cure, but penicillin ain't strong enough no more nowadays. Not with this new mess.
Yeah, and did you hear her say that the medicine that she was getting, trying to cure those UTIs, wasn't working? They had to give her something way, way, way much stronger than what she was taking.
I heard it.
That it's a wonder that these people, the people that it's a wonder this child really don't have HIV. I mean, it's really just that.
If she do, she ain't gonna come out and tell nobody.
She's
I'm
not
being
gonna
honest.
come out and tell nobody. You right about that, Miss Hattie. Miss Hattie, you right. Keep going and get checked. Miss Candy says Cassie has not seen Diddy in 6 years. Her husband was her personal trainer before she left Diddy. Okay. I'm sure he's seen a lot. Miss Hattie, do you think that you could have been married or even in a relationship with somebody that has actually seen what said person done to you?
No,
I mean,
cannot.
I don't think I could do it because of the embarrassment and you know uh, just not able to protect or do anything. I couldn't do it. I would have if I was gonna be with somebody. I would have dated somebody that I didn't know. They didn't know me. They didn't know my history. They didn't. They haven't seen what I've been through. None of that. Mr. Lee says Craig Mack had it, so I know someone else knows something.
Yeah, I think he was. But the thing with that was either he was injected or somebody in PD the camp did that to him, and he never said who exposed him.
Wow. Did y'all know that they said that the dream team of P. Diddy is paying witnesses off, y'all? Child.
I wouldn't doubt it. I'm telling you, that man ain't trying to. That man ain't trying to do no time. Let's be clear.
Mm. I
He
guess
ain't
he's
got-
saying what he done, what he has already done. It should be sufficient, because yeah. But yeah, they said that his team is paying witnesses off. Mm.
Oh well, they bus is just something special.
Yeah, but my thing is, they said that Cassie was like the star witness, but I feel like they still so much more that they need to tell and talk about in order to convict Diddy. This little bit that she's put out, y'all, that's not enough. It's not enough to convict him. If that's what they want to happen.
Oh, I could tell you, they do not. It ain't convict him. What it did was pretty much convict her as well, and a lot of other people. So
Yeah.
again, in his Nino Brown voice, if he go down, it's a whole lot of folks going down. That's what R. Kelly
hmm
said too.
hmm
R. Kelly said he ain't the only one that's finna go down for this mess.
And look at this, Miss Hattie, all the people that was associated with him, where they at? I mean, what
Mhm.
about your friends? Why they ain't sitting up in that courtroom
Cause
for moral support? Where they
they
at?
ain't no more support. Cause once the money go out the door, they gone out the door. They was fake friends for one. Number two, ain't nobody fit to get caught up in his shenanigans. Cause they ain't trying to go and do no time either.
Mm-hmm.
See, they don't play that. They your friend till the money run out. That's the money friends.
A friend is a person to me that is when you on top and you all of a sudden something happens. Could be a bad, something with your hip, and you end up at the bottom. And your friend is still there. That's a friend. But you
That's a
got these
friend.
clowns out here rolling around with you, and long as you on top, you popping off these parties every week, every weekend, or whatever. They there, but now where they at? Where they at? Who is
Exactly.
Daddy Kane? She said Daddy Kane is testifying. Hey, Miss Maria Sunshine. Hey, beautiful. She says, good afternoon, squad. Sorry I'm late. Y'all
Oh,
know
you
the
talking about
deal.
Danity Kane? That done from the group Danity Kane. Yeah.
Mm. Miss
Yeah.
Maria says tap the screen, subscribe, support, $G Strickland, super chat, super sticker, and share. It's a G thing. Join the squad for $2.99. Thank you to my moms, Miss Maria, for popping in. Miss Maria, I did text you, but I text my coworker.
You
Y'all
good for
know how
doing that.
sometimes you go to your last text, and I thought I had text Miss Maria, but it was my coworker child. She texted me back a few minutes ago. I said, "Girl, that won't eat for you." But yeah, it's a lot. It's a mess going on, y'all. I don't know with this here case, but I think wait a minute. How they saying they done with Cassie did they didn't really do a cross examination. That little bit with that lady and Cassie, that was child, they ain't got enough, y'all. These people don't have enough.
They
Mm-mm.
should have left this case alone. They
Yeah.
should have left this case alone because this is not no open and shut case. At least they thought it was to Cass open her mouth.
Yeah, but still, Miss Denise, they where it's standing at right now is nothing. They just don't have enough to come bring this dude down. Miss Kenny says yes, she is likely what's that colonized with a bacteria, with which means some things lie dormant in her system. I doubt she has HIV. She's shaving a lot of Oh, I guess she meant having. She's having a lot of babies. Women don't have multiple pregnancies with that virus. Miss Candace says, "Hi, boo at Maria." Miss Sexy Diva says, "Diddy got the money put offshore's account. That disgusting fool got a lot of money. Puff was a billionaire for years before this came out." Child, that's what they said, Miss Sexy Diva. That's what they said. Ooh, y'all, if he gets Miss Maria speaking to everybody and Bush campers too. She's speaking to everybody. They have something to hold him. Well, Miss Alicia, where is it at? We waiting. You seen something that we ain't seen because Cass is supposed to be not, as the people said, a star witness that's gonna shut him down. Justin Bieber manager done came out and said he was never at no Diddy party. So I don't think Justin Bieber's gonna be appearing up in that joint. Y'all, the people said that it makes people think that after court is over with, that Diddy is they taking him somewhere else. They say, oh, no, 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 no. He comes up out of that suit. Y'all go back to the orange or whatever they got him wearing, and until the next morning. That's it. That's all. Miss Maria says, "Hi, y'all. Hey, y'all." That part right there. But child, Miss Maria says, this was never all on Cassie to make or break this case. Mm. Hey, Miss Carla, how are you? She says, hey, G Squad and chat and Maria and the lady on the panel, Miss Hattie. Miss Hattie's on mute, y'all. I don't know where Miss Hattie went to. But
Hey, Miss Carla.
I
I heard
thought
girl, I'm over here crunching these chips. Huh.
Miss Maria says that Carla, hey friend, your house blown away yet?
You
Yeah,
should
that
not.
sound like it was bad down there where Sonny was at yesterday, y'all. That tornado that came through. It looked like tornadoes and stuff just popping up out of the blue with no warning signs or nothing. So I hope all is well. I did hear something where they were saying like, is she okay? Is she okay? And I heard a lady just started praying and stuff. I don't know what that lady was like trapped in or whatever. Orlando is going to testify. Miss Carla says they have enough evidence, and he has a RICO charge. Maria says at Miss Denise, aka Miss Hattie May.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Miss Maria, Miss Hattie said, I don't know what kind of wig she got on today, but she ain't got no babies, Miss Maria.
I got a whole head scarf on.
Not a whole headscarf, girl.
I'm about to walk up here to the store real quick, but but I gotta change clothes because I don't want to stop traffic. Me. I
Uh, Girl, don't go out there like that. Do not go out there like that. But
want
y'all,
to.
what
I
y'all
want.
think about? They said D Nasty is selling her products out of her car, y'all.
Mm-mm.
What's going on?
What happened to her storage?
I don't know. They said something about, she had a month free. So after that was up and over, I guess she had to pack up and leave. But yeah, they talking about she selling her products out of the car. So I'm like, well, what's she gonna do if that show would come back on?
Mm.
Um, that's the situation.
Oh yeah, well, I hope she stay busy where she can leave folks alone.
Child, I don't know about that, but they were saying too if the show come back on, talking about her and Nell supposed to be going at it with each other. Who cares? Miss Maria said she was out repping for Sab Squad today, y'all. That's where she been. Miss Sexy Diva says that's her home. She's trying to be Melody at her home. Not Miss Sexy Diva. Melody ain't selling no products out of her car. That don't
Mm-mm.
make sense. Miss Lee says, how many names do she have? Child, I don't know how many names she got. I just know she said she got 5 personalities. So right now, the people saying she said, I don't know which one of them is selling the products out of the car. I just don't know that part right there, y'all. Miss Paula says D Nasty finally got her products from Alibaba. Child, she out there trying to push them. She's trying to push the products. But when is her next court date? Do anybody know with her
I
and
don't know.
Love?
Cause we call it Dusty Dan.
Yeah. It should be coming around the corner because I tell y'all these months are going so fast. It's like Child Marho is gonna be in the courtroom before we know it. April, what we in May, April, May, yeah, next month. Miss Sexy D said, but that's D Nasty home, the car. Child ain't messing with you, Miss Sexy D. Mm-mm. But yeah, that's what they say, y'all. But why would you put that out there like that? I mean, we know how Destiny operate. D Nasty, she does a lot of things for sympathy, y'all. So this could be a sympathy thing, a sympathy move or whatever. But Carlos got so much money, seemed like he wouldn't want to see his people out there doing the stuff that they doing. Seemed like he would. Well, he can't help it. So, let me shut up. Miss Lee says, no, I thought it was Dusty. Child, I don't know. Mm-mm. But yeah, I think if she's out there doing that, it is more like a for the people to give her some sympathy. Mm-hmm. Miss Maria says, well, is all 5 of them living in the car, or is some of them living with Dion? Why couldn't she sell from that? Let me see. Sell from that room. She does the Everybody Hates Mail Monday. Miss Maria, we ain't seen no Mail Monday since I don't know when. Miss Maria, when the last time you seen a mental Monday? She said sorry, not sorry. Miss Maria, that girl ain't doing no mental Mondays no more. Miss Sexy Diva says that Alicia she's have a lot of name. She got 5 people living with her. Yep, sure do. Miss Alicia says I would had been saving money so I would not go to jail. If she's just selling these products out of that car, y'all, she hasn't did anything she was supposed to do as far as the little boy was concerned. She ain't paid LeBaron back his money, y'all. Destiny, you about to go to jail. You about to go to jail. That's what's getting ready to happen with her.
Look here, sis. Did Martell pay back Melanie her money?
Nope.
You know she doing the exact same thing Martell doing. They having pillow talk. I don't care what nobody say. They having that little pillow talk, and then this is the gameplay they running on each of their ex mates. About to get their bus locked down. And for those everybody talking about, yeah, Martell might be up in that courtroom next month, but Martell ain't gonna. All it's gonna be is another continuance until they run money mail, and then everybody else tired. Somebody got to give up.
Miss Denise, please don't say that. This one that's coming up next month is the state. I don't think he can make the state tired. This is what he asked for, and he's going to have to go through with it. Thank you, Miss Maria. He asked for a jury trial, so that's what he's going to have to go through. This jury trial and let them decide on his fate. Nobody, I mean, he had it good, but he didn't want that. So it is what it is. He cannot not go through this. He's got to go through it.
He couldn't possibly think he had it good because here's the thing. Yeah, everybody knows he want male. That's the custody. That's the child he want. That's the custody he want. It ain't about the little nuggets. He could care less about them. He wants male. He
Yep,
want male in his company so he can hold her hostage and we're gonna make her pay for walking away from him.
yep. Miss Sexy Diva says, what happened to her sex toys line? Is she still selling them roses in her car? Girl, I don't know
Who?
if she got the roses. D Nasty. They just said
Well, who gonna have sex with her?
she Marho, Marho, Martell,
Well,
Maurice, all the M's, all of the M's.
I thought he was supposed to have a hook and a curve. If he don't go straight in there, let Peter whack her up. His little broke down ass. Boy, these little men be killing me.
Y'all sound like that what that girl said about itty bitty with itty bitty ditty. Tootsie Roll. Child, I can't get over that right there. Girl, the man that girl called Diddy out in front of all the people, everybody in the world, y'all. Just called him out. Miss Elisa, yes, he asked for this. Maria says he ain't gonna run Mel's pockets either. If Mel even hinted that that's the case, that case was draining, the millimeters would me right there, I guess, would be right there with the money. Yes, absolutely. And that's what's driving the people so crazy, y'all. Miss Lisa, you don't buy those. Yeah, but that's what's driving the people so crazy. Mel has all of this court stuff going on, and how the people supporting her and her products, that's keeping her afloat for what they thinking. But I think even without the product or whatever, Mel would have still been fine and all of that. And it still bothers me of how the people reacted to her just coming out, giving out the warning signs to the people. So, Mel, keep your mouth closed. Let the people go through whatever they want to go through. And let me tell y'all this, at this point, it's like whatever she do, y'all, it's just not enough for the people. I would probably throw my hands up and just walk away from everybody, even the people that has been to my mimosas and all of that, especially those one that seem so obsessed with Mel and stuff. I would probably just walk away. I wouldn't even fool with this YouTube stuff no more, because it doesn't get no better for her. It's just like everything, they make a big issue out of nothing. A big old issue. I mean, when she came out to help the people, just to warn the people, child, they took that over there to left field. She didn't say he was suing you. She was just peeling off the paper, calling off the names, and people blew that out of proportion. I wouldn't. Y'all, the people could say whatever they wanted to. Oh, Mel just used us to get her products off the ground. Or say whatever. It's too much, y'all. It is really too freaking much. This mess is overwhelming. She tried to do a nice gesture just the other night. That's right, Miss Faith. She says, saying, let them find out. I would too. I wouldn't keep putting myself through this, because these people are not appreciative. What is that? The fake millimeters, I guess? Child, I don't know. But I know
Yeah,
everybody has their opinion. It is content, y'all, that they talk about. But I'm just so tired of these people just turning whatever male says around to make her look like the bad person, y'all. It's just so ridiculous right now. And
it
it
is.
has to stop. It's
It's
crazy.
like she can't win for losing. Let's be clear. So that's
She
why
can't
she's
take
at a
it
point.
back.
Right, and that's why she's at a point where she said, you know what? I'm not. It's only what God says do. I'm not gonna worry about these people, and I don't blame her because she can't win for losing. They always got
Mm-mm.
something negative to say.
Always something negative. And of course, if that
Me, I've
happens,
been accustomed. Not me.
just say it again.
I would
I
have been
would
got
have to.
unsaved. I would have had to put that religion down for about a good 2 minutes and cuss some folks out.
Mm. Maria
Right.
says her face. She says, "Hey, beautiful." Face says, "Hi, Maria." Alisa says, "Some people don't know what to do, but run their mouth." Yes. Maria says, "But she is winning. She is winning, Miss Maria. She absolutely is." But I'm just saying, at this point, whatever I find out, and I have the opportunity to warn the people, I don't know if I would be able to come out and tell the people, because they just turns everything that she says to a negative. They don't know how to come out and say thank you. What's wrong with people knowing how to just say thank you and be appreciative? Child, I like it. F the fan base at this point, y'all. I don't mean no harm. But it is what it is. It's just too much. It always go more. Mm-mm.
It is, but that's okay. She's still making that money. Why everybody
Yeah,
acting? Why everybody calling her this and calling her that? Her bills ain't behind. Her bills
yeah.
is paid. Her children look good. She's still getting her vacation. She's still getting her money, and she got her boo thing that nobody ain't gonna know nothing about unless you in her circle. Bam. Let's get it.
She ain't got clock that T. Did you say clock that T?
Yes, but I better be
Child,
quiet. I better be quiet because you know who be watching your page. He gonna be round at that courthouse come Monday.
child, let him go on down there. Maybe this time they lock him up. Lock his. Ooh, I can't stand it. Child. And Colbert, she just went cold, cold, cold. Why she so quiet, y'all? She ain't got nothing else to talk about. She done synced how that boy used her too. Girl, he used, abused, and then he just tossed you to the side.
I think somebody told her to be quiet. Her thinking that she fits to be on TV. That's all that is.
Oh, that what you think that happened?
Yeah, somebody must have told her she's still in training and don't come out and say nothing. Because other than that, we all know she would have been out here by now, spreading businesses, opening
Well,
her mouth.
to the people. Let me read this. Miss Maria says, I understand her warning folk. Remember how the cast knew about the RP video but said nothing? Mel said, say what you will, but you can't honestly say she did the same thing to be complained about. Miss Maria says, is Slaw locked up in ATL? Miss Maria, that is a very good question. Child, I don't know. I ain't think to heard nothing from that child. Miss Sexy Diva says them folks trying to get clicks and views off Melody because them hillbillies ain't got nothing to talk about. Child, say it again. I mean, y'all, even though she ain't on the show, every time you turn around, you see a post rolling across your feed. It's got Mel plastered up there because Mel draws the people. Mel and Martell. Mel and Martell, I ain't lying, y'all. It's a big difference if you don't post Martell or Mel. The people ain't really child, them views be low. You post something with Martell, child, you're gonna end up with 15 to 2,000, 4, 5, all of that. Yes, all of that. Um, Miss Candy says Mel did not make one person buy her product. She did not. Miss Elise says she is better than me. I'm trying to make it up there, but these people are so jealous they can't see straight. That part right there. Miss Faye says, did you see where Carlo canceled Love, Mary Huntsville for good? No, ma'am, I have not. Miss Faith, what you talking about, girl? I ain't seen nothing. Did you see where Carlo canceled Love, Mary, Huntsville for good? Well, now, Miss Faith, wait a minute. I don't know if that's true because y'all know Wanda said she was coming out yesterday talking about that her and Maho and them were laughing at the people because they talking about the show was canceled. Miss Faith,
Yeah.
you might need to go back and recheck that because you know Wanda was saying that's not true.
Mhm.
Miss
Did you
Candy
did
said
one to come live? Did one to come live? Cause I showed him. I fell asleep on it. I didn't even go see.
if she did, I didn't see nothing. Miss Candy says it's two of the same CCs that appear to dislike her the most and continue to talk about her and post her in thumbnails. Absolutely, Miss Candy, and that's done for clicks and views. Miss Sexy Diva says Sassy CK then said it in so many words in his new article that the show is over. Wow, girl, where is it at? I gotta go read that for myself. Miss Maria says that Faith CK ain't got the power to cancel nothing. No, he don't, Miss Maria, but on has, and you know, and it's been done probably so long ago, but now he's just trying to throw it out there because look, y'all, we almost at the end of May. June is next month. It's around the corner. What we got? Like a week and a half to 2 weeks, maybe. Um, Faith says, I seen it on TikTok. Okay. Miss Elisa says, I hope she is. If she trying that mess in Georgia, they going to jail. Come please. Okay. Um, but yeah, he been knew that that show was over a long time ago. He really did. Um, I see you, Miss Faith. Thank you. I'm gonna check that out. I greatly appreciate it.
He mad since he can't make no more money off of them. And out of honest show, since everybody that quit, people are turning against, and then now he's mad and talking trash on his thing, talking about how he put people on and all of that. He taking credit for Love and Marriage Huntsville, all of that.
Um, she seen it on TikTok. Thank you, Miss Faith. I'm gonna look at that. Lisa says, I hope she is if she tried that mess in okay, I read that one. I Miss Sexy Diva says, that's why Funky Feet mad at his man. Ooh, child. Miss Carla says they say that the CCT is not a millimeter for real. Not really sure who that is, but anyway. Maria says, I believe on Council 11 Marriage Huntsville at the end of last year. Yes, ma'am, but he was trying to hold on to it, and he even had them doing that they little filming, knowing that they were not going to be paid. Um, Child, I used to remember showrunner names off the tip of my tongue, but I can't call his name now, whatever his name is. They been knew that show was gone when Mel walked away after that reunion, y'all. It was over. But he tried to hold on and try to keep them people believing that that show was coming back when he knew it really wasn't coming back.
That
Especially
showrunner,
with what they tried to do to Mel up there on that show with Destiny,
uh,
all them lies and all of that stuff. They knew it was done then. Miss Maria says, I believe on, yeah, I read that one. Sex Steve says, on said it's over. They don't want that trash. Mm-mm.
that showrunner name was Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus. That's right, Marcus.
I don't like him. He don't like Mel. He definitely don't
No,
like me.
mm-mm, mm-mm. And that's all right. That's his opinion. He don't have to like her. He really don't. None of them. None of those people have to like her. Miss Candy says, I saw that too. Miss Maria says at Alicia, remember the DV situation with Not a while back? Maybe she had to do 90 days or something. Yes, absolutely. Miss Maria, that's right. It was so quiet, y'all. She didn't want that to come out or pop out. So probably before whatever happened, she just started getting quiet on the YouTube streets. IG and all of that, TikTok, she just started being quiet. So, people be like, oh, Martell just told her to stay off the internet or whatever. But that's a possibility, Miss Maria. She could be down there serving her little time. Candy says, I saw that too. Elisa says, his shows are canceled. No one has many but Melody. Others are scammers and lies. And look at that. What is that? What was the one with Bell Collective? Child, don't hear nothing about that at all, y'all. Oh, thank you, Miss Carla. I see you, girl. I see you. Yeah, Miss Carla, and yeah, they've
You're
been
not gonna
saying
hear no bill collector.
Miss
I
Carla,
think
they've been saying that about her. I don't know. Go ahead, Miss
I
Denise.
think bill collective. I think they canceled, huh? Bill collective. I'm assuming that I didn't see that nowhere. I'm just assuming they may be canceled. They don't talk about them.
Yeah, because you remember what that man named Jay was it Jake, not JJ, whatever that Letitia, whatever her husband name was. The last thing I heard about that was whenever he supposed to have put his hand on that bartender or whatever. Stacey Davis says Tuna Cat being very quiet with her lazy, rusty neck self. Miss Stacey Davis, I'm not messing with you. I cannot. Mm-mm. Faith says they better go get a job and real job. Yeah, Miss Faith. I mean, it's over. But yeah, I was really wanting to know, y'all, if anybody caught a whiff of Wanda's live last night. Cause she was trying to come out to clear up some things, as always. Like she the diagonal showrunner, or her name is Carl Lucifer Jr. Want to go sit down and stop fooling yourself? Miss Carla says I haven't heard anything about Bell Collective. Nope, nope. Not since that mess came out. You have not. Mm-mm. So yeah, all he done destroyed all of his shows. Martell is mad. Martell don't know what to do. He don't have a job, y'all. He ain't about to be trying to do nothing but try to come up with a way to get some money out of mail. That's it. That's all. That's a shame. He's sitting around watching his ex-wife. Lord, she gonna be a billionaire in a few minutes, and he just can't do nothing. Miss Davis says she was the next star. Let the CK tell it. Girl.
He's sitting around watching her, but keep in mind that he caused this. He felt like she was supposed to run back to him. At the end of the day, she supposed to run back to him. And she didn't do it. And he mad. He mad because she didn't hit her face. He mad. Now he want that money.
And can't get it. He won it and can't get it.
If he can't get it from her, he dang sure gonna still try to get it from Sugar Mama. He still wants
No,
Sugar Mama. He wants Sugar Mama's line, even though
not
he
sugar
didn't want
mama.
his own kid. Come on now.
Miss Candy says CK could get more credit for LAMH if he did not attempt to hurt Mel. Take credit for her show and the cast against her. Absolutely, Miss Candy. Again, it goes back to having it in the palm of your hand and just sitting there and just destroying it. I have no clue about what to do with it. That part right there. Miss Maria says the one in Detroit canceled. Uh, Oh, I don't know what she's saying. Canceled that boogie show. Canceled Bell Collector. Disappeared, no trace. The Houston show disappeared, no trace. The CK Productive disbanded. Everything just disbanded. Miss Maria ain't messing with you. God knows y'all. Everything has been disbanded, y'all. It's gone, and that's it. That's all, y'all. I mean, that's what he get. Talking about he remember when he first met Mel, he knew she was a star. But you gonna sit there and try to destroy your star and let them hillbillies shot? Now you the fool. This dude is a real fool. Miss Davis says they last film date was when Killboy went to Wildebeest food truck opener. And that's it. That's all. Uh-huh. Y'all think all these people waiting on that boy hoping he get this 6,000 from mail so he can share it with all of them? Child, he ain't gonna have $5 left. Candy says, well said, Maria. Y'all, he can't share this money with all the people, y'all. Child. When I hear them people, y'all, and think about these people and this $6,000, it's just so disgusting. But I know y'all. I know it's not. He don't want that. It ain't. He want that money, but he want to be in the room with her. He want to be in that same room. He said just one time in my life, if I can end up in that room with her, I'll be good. He be happy now. Y'all what? That's all it is. He want to let Jay know you ain't the only one that can be in a room with him. That's the sad part right there. That is the so sad part. He just want to be in her presence. Maria said he ain't got 6 cents. Not 6 cents, girl. Miss Faith says you get $1. I get $1. Everybody get $1. Miss Faith, Maria said he ain't gonna get 6 cents. Child, this is. But Miss Faith, y'all, I just get mad because he want her in that room. He want to be able to tell people that he seen her in person, for real. He want to be in the room, but with the mimosas and all of that stuff was going on, it all was open to the public. If that was the case, you could have went to one of them. But child, this boy just gone. He crazy, y'all.
He gone ballistic. He going crazy behind that woman. But I mean, just to say that you seen her in the room, what that's gonna prove? Nothing. But you a stalker. So
Yeah, but he want to be like the other people, Miss Denise. Miss Sassy Davis says when the Queen said I am out, that toxic show was over. But Sassy CK be trying to save faces since December, I think. Slow, no talking tuna cat.
that's why I want to know, why did you send Miss Nail after Miss Nail was talking all that trash?
Yeah,
Why did he send Nail to go talk to Melanie? Why didn't he go?
And you know what would be good too, Miss Hattie, if Nell would come out and just, tell the truth for once in her life and say, they did her wrong. He even asked me to see if I could get her get in contact with Mel to see if you can get her to come back to the show. Um, I even reached out to Mel's mom, Miss Van, trying to see if Miss Van could talk to Mel to see if Mel would just come back to the show. If somebody would just come out and say something. His face says he needs some new boots on the ground. Ooh, child. Miss Candy said he cannot ever get sugar mama money. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
He walking around there telling the people that his kids got more money than he could ever think about having again. You think so, people? Miss Maria says everybody that went to Winter Wonderland and Mimosa can say that, say they met Mel. They were in the
There's a lot of folks that went to Wonderland. Didn't he go to Winter Wonderland?
mm-mm. Miss Maria said, wait a minute. Um, they were in the same room for hours. Some even got pics with her. Yeah, Miss Maria, but I don't know what this dude. I done told y'all he's supposed to be allegedly in some place, and he done tricked somebody, and that person he got out and got that person doing the head count for him. He gone, y'all. He's a child. That boy done ran. He done ran away. Them folk don't know where he at right about now. Nope. Y'all think I be joking when I'm saying that, but it's true, y'all. It is really true. I believe that anyway. He done tricked somebody, got that person on lockdown while he running out here running crazy free out here on the internet and everything. Child, it's a mess. But if he lost his job, y'all wonder where he's staying and what he doing and how's he eating and all of that. He don't even be on the YouTube streets and stuff. So, child, this is a mess. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know if I want to. I don't want to be in his shoes. That's for sure. Not at this point. I told y'all last night that there's something really wrong with him, and I really believe that these aunties need to come out and say something or help him do something. I know Miss Sensitive. You gonna say they gonna cuss him out? He gonna cuss them out, and that's a possibility, but still at the same time, help your nephew. Maria says he in that kill under a bridge eating potatoes. Y'all not eating potatoes. Mm, 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 mm. Well, if he is, that's a shame. Shame on him. Shame on him. Miss Faith says he better go to McDonald's and get a job. Kenny says after all these years, he should be over meal. Ain't that something, Miss Candy? So ups. When I think of him, y'all, I just think of him on that line, sitting Indian style, looking at her, like being so obsessed. And he sit there and he say with his legs crossed, "Hey, ma'am, that dude, he's always been sick, but he
Yeah.
just through and he's been fooling people because I really believe something is no something ain't right, y'all. Where's his family at? Where's his people at? Mama, cousin, daddy, auntie, somebody. Can somebody pop out and say, "Hey, I'm really related to da 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 da"? Miss McCoy says that Candy, especially saying he didn't want her.
Uh-uh.
Um,
I only got $1 left.
that must be you talking about Martell, Miss Maria, or his silly tail.
Martell ain't gonna never let Mel go. He said that, y'all. He said it because in his head, he said he still they married. Pay attention when he be talking. He still say to
Mm-hmm.
this day, him and Mel is still married. That's what he's saying.
Mm,
But then when he around coleslaw, he say he don't want her. I don't
yeah.
want you. I left you. Yeah, right.
Miss Candy, mental health is real, y'all. Um, Miss Candy says right at Maria, he bragged about cheating on her. Sexy Diva says BBL Nell knew she had turned on Melody, so why would CK send her mom Van? I already told that side chick about her low down bad wig ass. Girl, don't be calling out the bad wig. Girl, she just called out her bad wig, y'all. Y'all see how Miss Sassy D called out the bad wig? Miss Maria says, I heard him say they were separated. Y'all done left me in the conversation. Now, who y'all talking about? Martell and his delusional mind. His mind is still telling him that he's still married to Mel. Is that what y'all saying in the chat? Down in the chat?
But that's what Martell was saying. He was saying that he's still married to Mel. He don't care what she talking about.
Oh,
He said they were not doing did. That's why he would kept on saying that he was gonna give her time to get herself together and come back to him. She was giving him 3 years. But then notice he only
no,
would
no, no,
say that
no,
when
no,
he
no,
around
no,
certain
no,
people.
no. He was giving her 5 years. And now
Five.
I did. Yeah, I remember he added another five.
Well, how many more fives that he gonna keep adding? Cause she ain't coming back. She gone.
I don't know, but that's to me. If I add five and five, I come up with 10. That's a total of 10 years, right, Miss Faith? Miss Faith says he said he gave Mel 5 or 10 years, 10 more years. Yep, that's right. 5 years already gone by, and he added another five, y'all. So it's just a child. I hope he pulled at least 4.9 of the other five in
Wait a
in the
minute, y'all. Have he went and got his evaluation done, y'all? Anybody know?
nothing, nothing,
Oh,
nothing.
oh
Miss
well.
Kenny says I went to Wonderland and they made sure. I guess she had a ticket in advance. Miss Kenny, you went to Winter Wonderland. Oh, that was nice. Made sure you had a ticket in advance. Wow. Miss Carter says in the next 5 years, Melody will be gone. Absolutely, y'all. But when you're dealing with them narcissistic people, it still ain't easy, y'all. God knows it's not. Mm-mm, not at all. What they say? What
Mm-mm.
they say?
Well,
God
he
bless
claimed he
you.
claimed. Do y'all believe that he really love her? This is why he going after her, or is it for the love of her money?
For the love of money, New Jack City. It says it says Funky Feet put five more on there at the wedding. Yeah. Mm. Y'all, I'm about ready to get up off of here, but they were saying something about Marceau had something to say y'all about the Cassie testifying against Diddy. Marceau, you ain't got no room to talk about nobody. You sitting up there doing the same thing to that tuna cat. Miss Maria says he initially said 3 years, then at the 3.5 years, then he said 5 years. Now he's saying another 5 years. Meanwhile, Slow said she and Not were working on a 2-year plan. Child, make it make sense. Maria says that Mr. Denise is control he's after. Yep. He want to be able to tell the men to pop his chest and say, y'all, I told y'all she gonna come back to him. She was just a little madman.
And I would have told him my name is not Janet. So you ain't
You
gonna get
know,
no control this way.
yeah, but you know what, y'all? Listen to this. This might be one thing that he's never did before, but I believe Martell picked up that good Bible, y'all. And he said in the Bible, sees where, that is his wife. It doesn't matter how many people he be with, if he married somebody, Mel is always gonna be his wife. One and done. She was the first one, and he can't let her go. Miss Logical One says he was meddling Dust, Destiny when she got fired from delivering lottery tickets. He better do the same. Logical One, I don't think they can do that now. If they got like these felony charges or something, I
But
don't know.
Spirit, you know what? If he did grab that Bible and tried to gravitate to that, like somebody else that I know, because I need you to call me, I got something to tell you. But
Hmm.
like somebody else that I know that I was married to, baby, let me tell you something. What they don't, if you're gonna read it all the way through. Where he says that God grants divorce on a basis of a adultery. That was
Uh-huh.
adultery in that marriage. So therefore,
Hmm.
that marriage was null and void by God afterwards. Because again, so there's no such thing that hey, that's still your wife because she was the first. No, you committed adultery, it's a divorce. Now, if neither one of them but didn't nobody commit the adultery and they just decide, hey, I don't want to be married no more. Then they go get a divorce and when nothing wrong, then yeah, no matter who you marry, if you get a divorce, no matter who you marry, you still married to each other in the eyesight of God. If both of
Yeah.
y'all commit adultery. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Miss Sexy Diva says Marto trying to get somebody to talk about his baby teeth. Girl, ain't nobody thinking about them folks. I told y'all the only thing I want to see is where are they now, and I'm gonna need the truth on that. Don't come out here telling me no lie. Mm-mm.
Well, why Marceau don't have the same teeth like why didn't he go where Mel sent Marho? Well, he could have got him some perfect teeth like old Marho got.
Mm.
Cause it couldn't be me. I'll be trying to tell the judge, give me them teeth is out his mouth.
Child, I don't think his teeth probably ain't being upkept like they used to be. He ain't got the money. You got to have money going to these dentists and stuff. Miss Maria says, thanks for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed the live. If you are so moved, please make a donation for G's Traveler Home for her aunt service. $ G Strickland 8. Until the next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Thank you for that, Miss Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Candy says he added 5 years at Nell's wedding.
Oh
Child,
wow.
only in his
Stupid.
dream. That's sad.
Stupid.
Yeah, that part.
Don't nobody really want Martell but them pick me's. And then wait a minute, sis, before you leave. Why don't he ask Dr. Hellish? Ain't she his friend?
I thought so.
Yeah,
But
okay. Yes, she could have.
she's quiet on the set. She's been quiet on the set since that stuff came out about her son. So she don't want to be talking and fooling with nobody right now. So she just wanted to die down or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Yeah,
And she quiet on the set because they got since they fired Sweet Tea and all hell heading her way.
yeah. That part right there. Um, Candy said, yes, my son went with me. Oh, okay, Miss Candy, that was nice. Miss Sexy Diva says that Miss Maurice, they yell up as hell. Melody don't want them back. Child, I wouldn't want them thing back either. They done been through some stuff. Y'all know what the Diddy said that he had Cassie to put on his nipples, y'all. Child, ain't no telling what my holder had on his nipple, child. He couldn't even touch my hand. And the worst part, I hate that we got to share our kids because you just, ooh, child, I cannot. Now, Miss Maria says, I wouldn't need the judge's help. I've been ripped them myself. Hey, y'all, that girl probably ain't got none in her mouth now because it's done been so long with them braces on her teeth, y'all. She probably ain't got nothing. Child, her teeth probably done fell out of her mouth now. Ooh. Hey, Miss Sonya, girl, I done been here for about 2 hours. I'm about to get off, Miss Sonya. You're going to have to catch us on the replay. But I am coming back later on because I'm trying to get my lives in because I don't think I'm going live on Monday. So I'm just trying to get my little lives in before I head out and hit the road or whatever. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for popping in. I will be back later on this afternoon. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for popping in on the live. Y'all have a good one. As Miss Maria says, little peace and hair grease. If you didn't hit that like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out the door. Um, and if you're catching the replay, thank you. Hit that like, share, subscribe button for me. Bye.